I never imagined that installing a simple lock could cause so much damage to my family relationships, but that's exactly what happened. And even now I still think about it when the house is quiet at night. I'm a parent to a 16-year-old daughter who has always been calm, responsible, and a little introverted. She's the kind of child who keeps her room tidy, does her schoolwork without reminders, and spends hours reading or writing quietly. Her bedroom has always been her personal space, the one place in the house that truly belonged to her. And my wife and I made a point of respecting that because we believed privacy was important, especially as she got older. About a year ago, my brother-in-law went through a difficult divorce. He has twin daughters who were 14 at the time, and the divorce left him struggling financially and emotionally. When he asked if he and the girls could stay with us for a while, we didn't hesitate. We told ourselves that family shows up when things get hard, and we had the space, so it felt like the right thing to do. At first, everything seemed manageable. The twins were energetic and loud, but that wasn't surprising. Teenagers have energy, and our home adjusted to the extra noise and movement. Meals were more crowded, mornings were busier, and privacy became harder to find. But we accepted that as part of helping family. After a few weeks, though, I started noticing changes in my daughter. She spent less time in her room and more time sitting quietly in common areas. She carried small personal items with her instead of leaving them behind. When I asked if something was wrong, she said she was fine, but her voice sounded unsure, like she didn't want to cause problems. I let it go at first, assuming she just needed time to adjust. Then one evening, she came to me holding a bracelet that had clearly snapped. She explained that her cousins had gone into her room while she was at school, tried it on, and broken it. She didn't sound angry, just disappointed and uncomfortable. I talked to my brother-in-law right away, and he apologized, saying the girls didn't mean any harm and that he talked to them. I believed him and assumed the issue was resolved. It wasn't. Over the next few weeks, small things kept happening. Her notebooks were moved, her headphones were used without permission, snacks disappeared from her desk drawer, and her room no longer felt touched when she came home from school. Each time we brought it up, it was dismissed as harmless behavior. People said they were just kids, that sharing was normal, that my daughter needed to be more flexible. Eventually, my daughter stopped mentioning it altogether. And that worried me more than the complaints ever did. Silence, in this case, meant she'd given up on being heard. The breaking point came one afternoon when she came home visibly upset. One of her cousins had taken a keepsake from her room, something sentimental that couldn't be replaced, and accidentally damaged it beyond repair. She stood there trying not to cry while explaining what happened, and I realized this wasn't about objects or teenagers being careless anymore. It was about her sense of safety and respect being slowly chipped away inside her own home. That night, my wife and I talked for a long time. We went back and forth, weighing everyone's feelings, trying to be fair to all the children involved. In the end, we agreed that our daughter deserved privacy, and that temporary guests shouldn't override that. The next day, we installed a simple lock on her bedroom door. Nothing extreme, nothing expensive, just something that allowed her to secure her space when she wasn't home. We explained calmly that the lock was temporary and meant to protect her belongings, not to punish anyone. We thought that would be the end of it. Instead, it set off a chain reaction we didn't expect. My brother-in-law was upset and said the lock made his daughters feel unwelcome and mistrusted. Other relatives quickly got involved. Some accused us of creating division in the family, others said we were favoring our child over the twins, and a few even implied we were teaching the girls harmful lessons about sharing and trust. Those comments hurt more than I expected. I started questioning myself. I wondered if I had overreacted, or if I should have handled things differently. Family gatherings became tense, and conversations felt heavy. Despite all of that, I noticed something important at home. My daughter relaxed. She smiled more. She stopped carrying her belongings around the house. When she locked her door and left for school, she knew her things would be exactly where she left them when she came back. That sense of relief told me I'd made the right decision, even if it made me unpopular with other adults. Eventually, I posted the situation online, asking if I was wrong for prioritizing my child's privacy while family stayed with us. The response was overwhelming. Thousands of people shared their opinions, stories, and experiences. Many said boundaries aren't punishment and that protecting a child's sense of safety should always come first. Some shared regrets about not standing up for their children sooner in similar situations. Others pointed out that respect should go both ways, even among family. Over time, my brother-in-law found a new place, and the living arrangement ended. The tension faded slowly, and relationships began to heal, though not everyone ever fully agreed with my decision. What mattered most to me was that my daughter learned her comfort and boundaries were worth protecting. She learned that her voice mattered and that home should always feel safe. Looking back, I don't regret installing that lock. Family is important, but family doesn't mean unlimited access. And love doesn't mean ignoring boundaries. Sometimes being a good parent means accepting that someone else might see you as the villain, Even when you know you did the right thing,